This week's stitch of the week is the grit stitch. Lovely texture, and we only use one stitch. So let's get on with it. Now, to make the grit stitch, I am going to be using a double knit yarn, 4mm hook, and we are going to be doing multiples of 2 plus 1. So just making my slip knot, and then I'm going to make my multiples of 2, and then as I say, I'm adding 1, so we want an odd number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to go to 13. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same stitch all the way through. So for this stitch, we are using a UK double, a US single. I will use US terms throughout, but it's the equivalent stitch. So we're going to miss the first chain. We're going to go into the second chain. So we're going to go into the chain. We're going to yarn over and pull a loop through the chain, have 2 on the hook, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through. So I've made 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Next, we're going to miss a chain, and into the next chain we're going to place 2 single crochet. So again, we're going to go through the chain, grab the yarn and pull it through the chain. So we've got 2 on the hook, yarn over and pull through those 2, and I'm making 2 of those in this same chain space. We're missing 1, and then into the next one again, make 2 single crochets, and then miss 1, into the next one, make 2 single crochets, miss 1, into the next one, 2 single crochets, miss 1, into the next one, 2 single crochets, and I now have, and you should have, 1 chain left over, and we are going to put 1 single crochet in at the end. So for this pattern, we have a single crochet in the end of each of your rows, and then the pattern between the rows is miss a stitch, 2 stitches, miss a stitch, 2 stitches. So that's what we're going to now do. So we're going to do a repeat, and it's the repeat for every row, but obviously we're going to do it in stitches as opposed to chains. So I'm going to chain 1 for my turning chain. I'm going to turn. I'm going to put a single crochet in the first stitch. I'm going to miss the next stitch, and I'm going to put 2 single crochets into the next. And again, miss the next, and go into the second one and make 2 single crochets. Miss your next stitch, and then in the one following, 2 single crochets, skip the next, and 2 in the following, skip the next, 2, and then again I am at my last one, and I'm going to make 1 single crochet in the end. Now you repeat this until you've got the pattern as big as you want it to be. So obviously this is just a small sample. You do need a few rows before you start to really see the pattern. So if I take this example that I've already done, and you can see that you start to get this sort of slight texture, and considering this is all done in a single crochet, I think that texture works really well. And if you were making something and it was all single crochet and you wanted to sort of like have a bit of a difference, as long as your stitch count works out, there's no reason why you couldn't replace it with a grit stitch, because you are just missing a stitch and putting 2 in the next one. But it does give a different look. It is reversible, which I like again, so great for things like scarves and cowls, would make a lovely blanket. So that is our stitch of the week, the grit stitch. I would love to see what you've made with it, so feel free to share it either here on YouTube, or if you're not watching on YouTube and you're watching on Facebook, or you followed me from the website, then please let me know how you got on. Thanks very much for watching.